Today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian, and I'm streaming to you live from beautiful Budapest. I hope everybody has had a great week and has had a great start to 2020. Happy New Year's, everyone. Hi, Pachu. Hi, Awaz. Hi, Violet Nguyen. Good to see members and students in class on time. I'm feeling fantastic, Violet Nguyen. Thank you for asking. Students, this class, as all of the classes before, are brought to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Check us out there. And for the general version of the exam, check us out at gieltshelp.com. On both of those websites, we help more than 10,000 students each day prepare for their next IELTS exam with over 100 hours of video lessons, a fully interactive course, an interactive app that you can download to your phone, as well as original practice exams. We offer more high-quality materials on those websites and apps for less money than anybody else in the world. That's a fact. All right, and we have some new members in the class as well. Hi, Green Park. Nice to see you. And Rahul Preet welcoming everybody to the new decade. That's right, the decade of 2020. Students, our apps are Academic IELTS Help and General IELTS Help. You can get those from your Apple and Android app stores. You can link your apps to your web accounts. The websites, they look like this. This is the academic website. You can click that red button to join our premium membership. And for the general, same idea at gieltshelp.com with the green background. You can click that red button to join us there. Students, if you have questions about the IELTS exam, or about our products, we are here to help you. Just send me an email, adrian@aehelp.com, and either myself or one of my teammates will gladly get back to you with some answers. For these live IELTS classes, our schedule is according to Central European Time. Usually classes are 13:30 for members and 15 o'clock where everybody can chat. Of course, everybody can join in on either of those two classes and watch. And this is our schedule here right now from the 3rd. So today we're looking at speaking part 1. When we do this, make sure to speak and repeat. Okay, when you hear me use some new words, phrases, or old words and phrases, just speak and repeat as much as possible. Try to find a place where you can vocalize, verbalize, use your nice, loud, confident voice. It's great practice. Repetition is good for pronunciation and intonation. Okay? All right. So speaking today, tomorrow, members, we will begin a new Task 2 essay, and we'll focus on speaking part 2 in the all chat class. And then later in the week on Sunday, we'll finish that Task 2 essay, and we'll do a speaking part 3. My camera decided to take a snooze. Not a big deal. I'll get you back in just a moment. Meanwhile, you can say hello to my cute little daughter, Sabella, who was a momentary placeholder for the class. All right, so let's see. I'll switch up the camera for tomorrow. Let me just get you back on camera here. Just one moment. Roshni, nice question. Roshni is asking, what does her name mean? The name Sabella, Roshni, means prophetess in Greek. All right. Fun stuff. 2020 software and hardware decide to have some issues. Just give me 2 seconds and we'll fix that right up. We've got backup upon backup. It just takes a minute to initiate it. Okay, let's try this one more time. I don't need to restart the computer, Onisim, just the camera system. A lot of machines working together. Hopefully we don't need to do a full restart. Rahul, I'm from Canada. Thank you for asking that question. West Coast Canada, British Columbia. All right. And now you can see what I see on the board one more time. There you are. Hopefully the camera will cooperate. There we go. Okay, everyone. So again, this is our schedule for the first week of 2020. And here is the schedule for the second week. You can check the schedule out on the YouTube channel. It's in the bulletin board, or it's on the bulletin board. I'll put it up one more time today so everybody can see the listing. And now let's get into today's speaking practice. So, again, remember to speak and repeat. The IELTS exam, the speaking, it's about 12 to 15 minutes long. You have to be confident. Just imagine that the examiner is like your grandfather or your grandmother. You're going to speak loud, clear, with confidence, and you're not going to worry about what they think because they love you, their grandma, their grandpa. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's warm up these speaking muscles of ours with a little bit of part one introduction. So first question or second question that you will be asked as soon as you walk into that interview room is, what is your full name? So please provide me with a nice, natural, full answer to this question. What is your full name? Again, remember to speak in complete sentences on the IELTS exam. It's very, very important. It's not like a chit chat in real life in this way. Okay? You have to really work hard to express yourself. All right? So always full sentences, as full as possible. Speak in full sentences. This is not a simple chit chat, even if you have high English skills. Okay, so express yourself as much as possible. All right. So we have lots of answers coming, which is fantastic. Rodrigo Duarte says, my full name is Rodrigo Marinho Duarte, as it is indicated in my passport. Please just call me Rodrigo. Rodrigo, that's a perfect answer. That's exactly what you want to do. So it's good to index your passport. If you used your passport for your ID and the IELTS exam, it's a good idea to say, as you will see in my passport. Okay? All right. Anisha Tony says, my name is Anisha Tony. Please just call me by my first name, Anisha. Anisha, you have a missing word. Call me. Okay? Faizan says, my name is Faizan. My family name is Mur. You can just call me Faizan. Okay. Faizan, say my given name. So my given name is Faizan and my family name is Mur. Okay. Students, if you use the expression my family name is, then to make it clear and natural, a native English speaker would say my given name is. Okay. So my given name is, my family name is. All right. Shweta Verma says, my name is Shweta Verma. Please call me by my first name, which is Shweta. Yeah, and students, you can use your adjective clause right away here. So in some countries, family names come first. In other countries, family names come second. It's sometimes confusing for the examiner. Okay, so for some examiners who might be British, Canadian, American, they might not know what is the first and second name. It's possible, okay? Just because it's different in different countries. So a person might say, my name is George Johnson. Okay. Now, some people have interesting names where both names could be the first name. Okay. So my name is George Johnson. Please just call me by my first name, which is Johnson. Okay. So that's kind of an interesting example for you where it's difficult to know what is the first, second name or what is the given name. So to make it clear for the examiner, the best way is like this. I just made a correction there. So repeat after me. What is your full name? My name is George Johnson. Please just call me by my given name, which is Johnson. Now, this way to say your name is nice because you're showing the examiner right away that you can use an adjective clause accurately, okay? So right away showing grammar range on the very first question. My name is George Johnson. Please just call me by my given name, which is Johnson, okay? All right, and then the next question is, may I see your identification? This is a very common question. They have to ask it because they are matching your identification that you brought with you to what they have on their registration paper. Please give me a nice, natural, full sentence answer for this one. Okay? Practice answering different ways for these icebreakers so you sound natural. Okay. Roshni Kunte says, yes, certainly, here it is. Please have a look. Violet Nguyen says, yes, of course. Please take a look, but first let me take it out of my pocket. Yeah, sure. All right. If you're feeling a little bit nervous and your passport's stuck in your pocket, that's a good time to take a deep breath and just calm down. Take the passport out of your pocket and say, sure, just let me take it out of my pocket. Here you are. Okay, I like it. Sure, that works. So I'll give you a nice natural idiomatic expression for that. Yes, of course. Just give me a moment to dig it out of my pocket. Here you are. Please take a look. All right. I like it. So repeat after me. May I see your identification? Yes, of course. Just give me a moment to dig it out of my pocket. Here you are. Please take a look. All right. It's nice, natural language. Again, using this type of phrase right away, you're showing idiomatic language. You're showing good lexical resource, and that will help bump up your score, okay? It's expressive, all right? You're not over speaking. Don't go off topic. Don't start talking about the sunshine. and the traffic on the way to the exam. Stay on topic, but be expressive. That's what's so important. Okay? Then just some icebreaker questions. So the next question here is, what do you do to relax? So the examiner will try to get you to feel more comfortable by asking you a couple of icebreaker questions. They'll say, what do you do to relax? Okay. Give me a nice full sentence answer for that one. Okay. Asila Azizova says, in my spare time, I prefer relaxing by listening to music because at that time I forget my issues which affect my life. Okay. Asila, notice that real-time correction. So the wording is a little bit different in natural English, Asila. We would say, in my spare time, I especially like listening to music because it helps me relax and forget about the difficult issues I have to deal with in life. Okay. Hilola Yusupova says, well, as I'm both a student and employee and work as a teacher, at a teaching center, I often have tough days and relaxation is important. Most of the time I watch music, listen to music, or hang out with some friends. Okay, Hilola, not bad. Careful not to overspeak about ideas that aren't directly related. So I'm not really asking what you do. And I appreciate you explaining that, but it's better, Hilola, to give the answer and then the reason first. So here's another important tip, students, okay? Especially when you're giving a robust explanation, so big explanation. So tip 2, when you answer, especially while giving clear explanations, start with the answer first and then give the explanation. So I'm going to take your example here, Hilola. So Hilola says, well, as I'm both a student and work as a teacher at a teacher center every day, I have some tough days and relaxation is really important. So most of the time I watch music, listen to music, or hang out with friends. So that's okay, Hilola, but it's better to give the answer first and then the explanation. Let me show you what I mean. So I would say relaxation is really important in my life. Usually I watch movies, listen to music, or hang out with friends to do this because I often have difficult days working 8 hours and studying an additional 4 hours. I'm both a student and a teacher. That works better. So giving the answer first and then the explanation. So first, what you do to relax, and then why you do those activities to relax. I hope that makes sense, Hilola. Okay? So give the answer first. All right? So in order to unwind is another way to say relax. I usually go to the gym and work out for an hour, or if I'm physically exhausted, then I turn on Netflix and watch a good movie. The gym is especially effective in my case as I spend 8 or more stressful hours in front of the computer each day. All right, so here is my answer explanation. Okay, now if I want to really make that into a band 9, I can always throw in that smooth flowing example. In fact, I was just at the gym this morning to help me relax for this test. All right, so that would be your band 9 level. Now, if you're giving an answer this complete, you have to make sure that you can say it nice and smooth, okay? In order to unwind, I usually go to the gym and work out for an hour. Or if I'm physically exhausted, then I turn on Netflix and watch a good movie. The gym is especially effective in my case as I spend 8 or more stressful hours in front of the computer each day. In fact, I was just at the gym this morning to help me relax for this test. Okay, that would be a nice complete answer, all on topic. Okay, I'll read a few more before we go to the next question. Hick Matillo, so as to let my hair down, I like to kick back and relax with a good movie. In fact, last week I watched an American sitcom with my sister. It was quite funny. Really nice, Hick Matillo. Let my hair down is another idiomatic expression, which means to relax. So unwind means relax. Let my hair down means to relax. Now, this one here, Hick Matillo, usually used by women. Okay, why? Because most of the time, men have short hair. Okay, most of the time. So this expression is usually used by women. It's an idiom that's common to women because when women do hard work and if they have long hair, then they have their hair tied up, right? So it doesn't interfere with their work. And when they're finished the tough day working, then they let their hair down to relax. So this idiom is usually used by women. It's less common to see this for men, especially if the man has short hair. Kind of sounds funny, okay? So keep that in mind. But let my hair down does mean to relax, okay? Use it if you have long hair. All right, here we go. One more icebreaker question, okay? When do you meet with friends or family? Okay, so the examiner might say, when do you meet with friends or family? Ascilla says, not frequently, but I try to meet with my family or friends a couple days a week. Just 2 days ago, I hung out with my friends and we shared lots of fantastic stories. Okay. Happy Singh says, I meet with my friends at around 5 p.m. in the park when I enjoy many activities like playing games and eating food as I did on New Year's Day. However, I usually spend more time with family since I live with my wife and children. Okay, Happy Singh, finish your ideas. Be natural, students. Football Goal says, I always hang out with my friends on weekends because at weekdays I am snowed under with work. Okay, good. And then give me an example, Football Goal. So I would complete your answer by saying, I always hang out with my friends on weekends because at weekdays I am snowed under with work. Last Saturday, my friends and I played a fantastic game of football for a few hours. I scored a couple goals. It was lots of fun. Okay, so that's how I would finish that. Shamsidin Hakimov says, I bump into my friends for a cup of coffee when I let my hair down or to reduce stress. For instance, yesterday I had a great time with my friends at a local Starbucks. Okay, Shamsidin, finish your sentence. That's one suggestion. The other suggestion is students, don't double up your expressions or your words. So if you say, let your hair down, then don't say reduce stress, because it's the same. Letting your hair down means you're relaxing, you're reducing stress. So be careful not to double your words or your idioms. If it's correct, your examiner will understand. If you say the same idea 2 times right away, it's awkward, it's unnatural, and that will decrease your score, okay? Redundancy is not good in the exam. So that's my next kind of tip looking at your responses. Don't repeat yourself, okay? So tip 3. When you give answers to a question, avoid repeating your words and ideas. Instead, think, answer, explain, example. If you feel like you're going to repeat yourself, just stop. Okay? Super important. There's a couple reasons for that. One is repetition. Sure thing. So somebody's saying, can you increase the font size? Is the font a little bit small for some of you on the phones, I'm guessing? So I'll increase it. There we go. Okay. That's not a problem. So here we go. I'll just do an overall increase in font size here. If at any time, viewers, something is unclear, the font's too small, you can't hear me, let me know, because I will adjust as much as possible. Okay? All right. So repeating yourself, it's unnatural, and you're also taking a lot of time that can be used for better answers. So be really, really careful, okay? Soja Buksari says, to be honest, actually it depends on my time. As an employee, I don't have too much time to meet with friends and family. However, on weekends, especially Sundays and Saturdays, I do have a chance to hang out. All right. So, since I work 9 to 5, Mondays to Fridays on most weeks, I tend to hang out with family and friends either in the evenings or on the weekends. Just this last Saturday, I went on a fun hike with my cousins, and on Sunday evening, I had supper with my parents and siblings. All right, so there is your Band 9 answer. Students, you probably are noticing that I'm using numbers in my answers, like since I work 9 to 5, Mondays to Fridays. In my previous answer, I said, as I spend 8 or more stressful hours in front of the computer. Numbers are your friend when it comes to getting high band scores in the IELTS speaking section. Make sure to use them. Numbers are clear, okay? They motivate you for expressive language, and they make you more fluent. So using numbers in your answers is a very wise idea. So that's my tip number 4. Okay, so tip 4, use numbers in your answers. This is called quantitative language. Okay. They make your communication clear, fluent, and complete. Okay. I should say they help make. Okay. You need more than just numbers, but they definitely help you with that. Okay. So again, just repeat after me. So this is speaking. Try to copy my intonation, my pronunciation. Here we go. When do you meet with friends or family? Since I work 9 to 5, Mondays to Fridays on most weeks, I tend to hang out with family and friends either in the evening or on the weekends. Just this last Saturday, I went on a fun hike with my cousins, and on Sunday evening, I had supper with my parents and siblings. All right, that'll work. Now, let's continue on getting into speaking part 1 questions about you. Okay? The speaking interview has 3 parts. In part 1, the general questions the examiner asks will focus on you. So think me, my, I. Okay? Here we go. Let's talk about hobbies. What is your favorite hobby? Okay? Very, very common type of topic. So let's talk about hobbies. What is your favorite hobby? So think about what you like to do, okay, every day. Ferdovs Bobonazarov says, my hobby is playing football with my friends on AstroTurf, or just staying at home and watching soaps like Friends. Okay. Ferdovs, not bad. Remember, the question is asking favorite. Favorite usually means, students, just one. So don't start talking about 2, 3 hobbies because that might be confusing. Choose one only. Okay? Careful not to speak in plurals when it's not necessary. All right? So Ferdovs, if your favorite hobby is football, it's possible playing a sport, especially if you're not getting paid and training every day, can be a hobby. So for Dovs Bobonazarov, my favorite hobby is playing football with my friends on an artificial field, not artificial stadium for Dovs. The stadium is real. I think you're talking about artificial grass. Artificial grass in the US and Canada is also called AstroTurf. Okay, AstroTurf. All right, AAA says, I really like playing football. I play every weekend at the park near my house. Sometimes I play with my brothers and at other times with my friends. Very good, AAA. Students, I'm correcting in real time your comments. Make sure to repeat them. If I'm a little bit too fast, it's okay. Just check the time in the video, 33 minutes. Come back later and try it again. Violet Nguyen says, my favorite hobby is running. Because my family loves running and they love really fast. I go running with them. I usually, but I like running not just because my family likes it, also because one of my friends likes it. Okay, Violet Nguyen, not bad. Again, remember the question is about you. So focus it on yourself. So my favorite hobby is running because I can enjoy doing it with my family and my friends. Also, it keeps me fit. All right? I'd give an answer like that instead. Pachu says, reading is my number 1 choice when it comes to hobbies, especially non-fiction books. I just finished 2 of these written by Chetan Bhagat. Okay. Pachu, I colored yours a little bit because I didn't see the earlier part of your answer, but otherwise, quite nice. Pedro Angel Garcia, one of our new members, says, my favorite hobby is playing basketball. I play every Wednesday in an indoor court with my friends. Yeah, students, for sports, okay, we say drop in. So drop in basketball or drop in football. All right. So let me give you this piece of vocabulary here. It's called drop in. Like drop in basketball. It means everybody is welcome. The sport is played as a hobby. Okay, I'll give you a full answer to this question here. And then you'll see what I mean, how I use this, okay? So, I love to play basketball. I would definitely say that it is my favorite pastime. Every Monday and Thursday, I play drop-in basketball with a great group of guys at my local YMCA center. All right, so that would be your really nice natural response. Again, when you're answering a question about favorites, just choose one, okay? If you start saying, oh, I love basketball and football and collecting stamps and watching movies, you'll get a low mark because the examiner will mark that you didn't understand the question. Not what are your hobbies, it's what is your favorite hobby, okay? So, I love to play basketball. I would definitely say that this is my favorite pastime. Every Monday and Thursday, I play drop-in basketball with a great group of guys at my local YMCA center. Okay? So Pedro, Angel, the next time you can use that. And thank you for becoming a member. Pedro, you can send me an email with your membership level so I can hook you up with your perks, okay? Give me a thumbs up or a got it, so I know that you're listening. All right. Jimmy John says, well, my favorite hobby is watching movies. It helps me relax both my body and mind. Nice, Jimmy. A little bit of a correction there with the word choice, but otherwise quite good. Kan Chan says, my favorite hobby is sitting on social media like Telegram, because with the help of this, I can be aware of news, such as different kinds of policies that affect my life. All right, Con, good. Don't overspeak. Careful not to talk too much, students. Otherwise, you will be interrupted by the examiner. Naveen Verma says, my favorite hobby is always surfing the net to find out new information about tech. I love knowing about new technologies as I'm a computer science student, and I keep on digging up lots of tech information. Naveen, careful with repetition. Also, students, one more really important tip for today. Do not use the word stuff or things in your speaking. That's very important. These are zero value nouns, okay? So tip number 5 for today is do not use the words thing and stuff, as these are zero value nouns. Instead, find the better noun. Okay, there's always a better noun. Activities, objects, belongings, valuables. There's always a better noun that you can use to show your lexical resource. You want to replace the word thing and stuff in your speaking and your writing every time, because that will help you improve your vocabulary and your communication. All right, super important. Make sure to follow that rule. All right. I was just looking for your acknowledgement, Pedro. I'm not sure if you had a chance to respond, but I hope that you heard my suggestion. And Pedro, make sure to send me an email so I can hook you up with perks. All right. Let's go to the next question. When do you usually do your hobby? Give me a nice full sentence answer to that question. When do you usually do your hobby? Okay. Happy Singh says, as I said, I like to listen to music in the evening time around 6 p.m. when I come home from work. Okay, Happy Singh, really nice. You're making a connection to what you said previously. That's excellent. If you want to get high band scores, that's definitely one step closer to achieving that mark. Connect your answers, connect your ideas. Okay. Just Karan Singh says, of course, in my free time, I spend a lot of it on my favorite activities. On holidays, I like to watch movies with my friends. Just Karan, good. Answer even more specifically using numbers, quantitative language. Okay. Awaz Ahmedov says, as I mentioned, I work 8 to 10 hours a day. Therefore, I read books whenever I have free time from work. For instance, just yesterday, I finished Napoleon Hill's book, which is called Think and Grow Rich, in my spare time during my lunch break at work. So Awaz, don't forget the topic question, which is, when do you usually do your hobby? Usually means often, frequently. Okay. Use an adverb of manner. Rodrigo Duarte says, as I have mentioned earlier, my friends and I usually play soccer once a week, every Mondays at 6 p.m. In fact, we have a field scheduled for us permanently. Very nice, Rodrigo. Nice use of vocabulary. I love how you threw the word permanently in there. That's great. Roshni says, well, without a doubt, I have 3 spare days in a week to read books, usually before going to bed on weekends. I spend about 2 hours on this. Like last Saturday, I finished reading Lord of the Rings. Roshni, really nice answer. Work on fluency, pronunciation, and you'll get a really good band score. Okay. Rahul Chakraborty says, I usually tune into my hobby when I travel or when I'm feeling low. Also, when I need to spark a little bit of my inner fire. Rahul, be really careful with using too much idiomatic language. That's really awkward. Okay. Even native speakers don't use idioms that often. So careful not to overuse idioms, students, especially if you're using them incorrectly. So Rahul, inner instincts get boosted up. It's not natural English. That's why I corrected what you implied with that. So careful. Okay. All right. Pedro Garcia Lopez says, yeah, okay, Pedro, you got it. So you heard a part of it. So I just said, Pedro, just send me an email so I can give you the perks, the advantages of being a member, like the exclusive videos and the exams and so on, Pedro. If you're not sure, just send me a message and I'll help you out, okay? All right, Denny Afriadi says, usually I do my hobbies at the theater or at the supermarket because I like hanging out with my friends every Saturday evening. Denny, careful. The question is when, not where. Students, pay really close attention to how these questions start. When, who, have your, if you could. Okay? It's very, very important that you answer these questions accurately with the appropriate grammar. All right. So here I can say, well, as I had just said, I play on Mondays and Thursdays from about 6 to 8 p.m. in the evening, because this is when everyone has time after work or school. Also, in the summer time, I like to shoot hoops outside with my friends on the weekends when the weather permits. All right. So here is some more nice, natural, high-level English for you. Repeat after me. When do you usually do your hobby? Well, as I had just said, I play on Mondays and Thursdays from about 6 to 8 p.m. in the evening, because this is when everybody has time after work and school. Also in the summertime, I like to shoot hoops outside with my friends on the weekends when the weather permits. So I'm making a connection from this to this answer. So in this answer, I said I play every Monday and Thursday, drop in, and then I go into more detail. So 6 to 8 p.m. and I add a little bit about summertime, okay? So always practice at home before the official IELTS exam to go into more details and add information. It's very, very important practice to do, okay? Learn to expand and add information. Oftentimes the examiners, especially in part 3, will say, can you give more details or can you elaborate? So you have to practice this. All right, let's jump to this question here. So I'm purposefully jumping over the who with the have, okay? Repeat after me. Have your hobbies changed over the years? And now give me a nice full sentence answer to this question. Have your hobbies changed over the years? Hint, hint, tip, tip. Make sure to reflect the grammar of the question. Okay? So, have your hobbies changed over the years? Give me a nice full sentence answer. Make sure to include present perfect into your answer. Okay, Min Duck Nguyen says, yes, of course, my hobbies have changed. I've won a lot of matches since I started playing football over 20 years ago. And before that, I preferred playing basketball. So Min Duck Nguyen, have they changed? Likely means, did you have a different hobby before this one? So before you played football, did you have a different hobby? Okay. Happy Singh says, yes, it has altered. Like cricket was my favorite hobby in the past, but now I like to listen to music. Very good, Happy Singh. That would be a nice, accurate answer. Hina Bilal says, not that much. My hobbies haven't really changed because my interests are the same as before. I liked indoor activities then, and I still have no interest in outdoor hobbies. Hina Bilal, good. Again, present perfect. Show your present perfect. Okay. Irutvik says, yeah, Throughout my life, my hobbies have certainly been different. In the past, I didn't like to read, but nowadays, definitely like to pick up a book and flip through the pages. Okay, Iritvik, I painted your answer a little bit to fix the grammar and make it more expressive. Okay. Jaskaran Singh says, definitely my choice in music has changed in the past. Therefore, my hobby's a bit different now. In the past, I liked listening to Punjabi music, but nowadays I collect English albums. Okay, so Jaskaran, again, be really careful. Have your hobbies changed? You have to really clearly express that if it's the same hobby, but a different version, or you're doing it differently. Okay, so careful. Farhad Ibn Aziz says, indeed, as I said, I love to hike. However, when I was in my teens, I used to play a lot of cricket in my spare time, so my hobbies have certainly become different over time. Okay, students, present perfect. You have to show present perfect. All right. Diana Princess says, to tell you the truth, my hobbies change every day. And certainly my hobbies have changed noticeably as compared to half a decade before. Back then, I loved to go jogging in the morning, but these days I find myself doing more yoga. Okay, Diana, express yourself. Finish your answer. Okay. Rajveer Singh, good to see you in class and Happy New Year, says, yes, there has been some changes in my pastime activities in the last 12 months. I used to watch movies and listen to music only a year ago. However, these days I opt to play cricket with my friends. Opt, Rajveer, is a good word to show change. Opt means I take the option or the choice of. Okay, so my suggestion, students, is show the grammar right away. So, yes, my pastime activities have become quite different these days than what they used to be a few years back. Not so long ago, I used to enjoy playing football, but these days I'm more into basketball, as I had been saying for the last two questions. Okay, so here's a nice answer, paraphrasing. So I'm using synonyms as much as possible. Hobbies, pastime activities, changed. Have they changed? They have become quite different these days than they used to be a few years back. Not so long ago, I used to enjoy playing football, but these days I'm more into basketball, as I had been saying for the last two questions. Okay, so again, this is your high band answer. It's complex. It's showing idiomatic language. It's joining ideas to other questions, showing a high level of coherence, and that works really well. So students, we have one more question here. If you could choose a new hobby, what would it be and why? Give me a nice full sentence answer for this question. So if you could choose a new hobby, what would it be and why? Give me a nice full sentence answer for this one. All right? As complete as possible. Tahani Mansoor says, to be honest, if I got a chance to change my hobby, I would like to learn swimming because it is important and helps to improve health. Tahani, don't say us I'm talking about just you, not people in general, even though I agree knowing how to swim is important. It's not changing your hobby, it's just choosing a new hobby. So could be an extra one, okay? Varvara Alexei says, actually, I've never thought about that, but if I could choose one new activity, it would be climbing, as I adore trying exciting activities. Again, Varvara, avoid the word things, okay? Pedro Angel Garcia says, definitely I would choose canoeing. Recently, I did an introductory course and I liked it so much. Also, I think I could be really good at it. Pedro, really good. Use the question, if I could try a new hobby or given the chance to try a new hobby, I would. Okay. Sveta says, if I were to choose a new hobby, I would love to learn swimming. I'm always attracted to this and love to learn new types of strokes. Yeah, okay. Careful again, students, with repetition. Don't use the word love, love, love too much. Okay. Awaz Akhmedov, if I were able to pick up a new hobby, I would definitely take up going to the gym to gain muscle and look more shredded. Very nice, Awaz. Shredded means defined musculature. Nice idiomatic language, Awaz. Shredded. I like it. All right. Felipe Vega Salvador says, I would for sure go with skiing because recently I have been getting really good at it, and now I'm able to do jumps and to shred with style. Another application of shred. Nice, Felipe. Meaning to move with style. Yeah. So provided that I have the chance to try a new activity for my leisure time, I think I would pick up hang gliding. I don't even know how to spell the word. I think it may be 2 words. Yeah. So hang gliding, because it would be amazing to fly in the sky like a bird, and I'm definitely what you would call an adrenaline junkie. All right. So here we go. Repeat after me. If you could choose a new hobby, what would it be? Why? Provided that I have the chance to try a new activity for my leisure time, I think I would pick up hang gliding because it would be amazing to fly in the sky like a bird, and I'm definitely what you would call an adrenaline junkie. Students, that's it for today. I'll post these questions and answers on our community board. Remember these 5 tips, okay? Speak in full sentences. You're not just chit-chatting with the examiner. When you answer, give clear explanations. Start with the answer, then give the explanation. Tip number 3. When you give answers, avoid repeating yourself, avoid repeating the same words and ideas. Focus on answering, explaining, giving an example. Tip number 4, use numbers. Numbers are your friend. Okay, numbers help make your communication clear, fluent, and complete. Tip number 5, don't use the word things and stuff. They have 0 value. Use other nouns instead. And tip number 6, check out our websites, generalieltshelp.com. Do yourself a favor, click that big red button, join the premium package, get access to our videos, practice exams, and lots of strategies. Spend a couple dollars, save yourself a lot of headache, time, and money. Students, if you have questions, just let me know. I'm here to help. New members, make sure to reach out so we can give you your perks. My email is adrian@aehelp.com. That's it for today's class. Tomorrow, students, we will have at the same time speaking part 2, okay? And before this class, we'll have a members class that will be tasked to essay writing. Again, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope that 2020 will be an amazing, exciting, and successful year where all of you pass the IELTS exam, immigrate to the countries of your choice, get into the universities where you want to get into. Again, those of you who work hard will be rewarded with sweet fruits. So keep at it, and hopefully see all of you tomorrow. Much love from Budapest. Bye for now.